Happy Labor Day weekend, everyone. A gorgeous day and evening to get outside and a wild day for college football. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Marielle Mohs. Now, some evidence will not be used in this trial this week, including a strand of Carter's hair, as well as her cell phone that was found in the home and trunk of Lewis's car. Do you ever think, oh, we have a Keurig in our office, so we're pretty high tech? They arrested 4,200 people for DUIs. This year, cut that in half. They arrested 2,100.
He says it's so important that we don't focus on parties right now, that we come together as one.
These used to be a part of the original dam before the bridge was put on top of it. But when they weren't needed anymore, when the bridge came, the county decided to make them part of the Big Dam Bridge Plaza. So we might be losers with the Powerball, but we're winners with the cool down we got. If the proposed budget cut passes, it kicks in the same year the contract with the Razorbacks is over. So the stadium would lose 50% of their general revenue. A supermoon tonight, 5:30 is the peak time. Are we gonna have good conditions to see it?
Yeah, we should.
I love a good Cinderella story. I want a good game, and I think it's senior night. It's the last game for the Tigers. I think they're gonna put up a good fight, and I'm saying 35-38. And if you're dreaming of beaches to the west, you can now travel to Los Angeles from Little Rock nonstop. And a Conway doctor out of jail today after his arrest on rape charges following an 8-month-long investigation. And back here in Arkansas, our own Hayden Belgavy, a former drama club of Cabot High School.
Well, you know, I was a man of the theater at one point in my life. It was a lot of fun.
So from stage to sports.
From stage to sports. Well, let me tell you.
A scuba diving mishap kills a Jonesboro man and sends another to the hospital. Well, back at it again. Donald Trump campaigned in Florida and Pennsylvania today, criticizing Democrats and Republicans alike, from Hillary Clinton to high-profile members of the GOP who refused to support him. Well, tomorrow night we find out the decisions on Broadway's biggest voters. Just ahead, we go behind the scenes of Hamilton. Hayden, back in from the ball game, and You're not looking too sweaty.
I'm okay. Like, I had the makeup on, I had the bass on.
Makeup, makeup. Join us tomorrow night at 5:30 on TH11. Of course, the news is always on TH11.com. Have a good night. This city we love is likely loved so much more by 525 men and women willing to lay their life on the line every day for this city.
Yeah, it makes me nervous going out there, but it's just something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to be a police officer.
Little Rock Police Academy's latest class of recruits
He's right here, brother.
anxiously picked out gear and uniforms Tuesday,
All the rest of them are behind the counter.
days before graduation,
What else you got?
and serving the streets of Little Rock.
I'm looking at getting the Glock 42, which is a 380.
Recruitment numbers some of their lowest, with this class at 29, the next only 12.
Where are you going, Northwest?
No, downtown.
How you feel about that?
Good.
LRPD can't say if the recent attacks against police officers are the exact cause of low recruitment,
We're not all bad officers.
but they are confident those committing to the force are not afraid of risk.
You know, if you let fear guide you, you're not going to do what you want to do. You know, you're going to settle for something less than what you want to do.
Recruit Jonathan Tolentino just found out he's been placed in the Southwest District.
You know I got you, man. If you need anybody to translate.
As a fluent Spanish speaker, he wants to serve this city by reaching out to the Hispanic community.
They'll think if I talk to you, you're going to potentially get me deported or something. And, you know, I want to go out there and be able to say, hey, you know, that's not what we're here for. We're here to serve you.
Originally from Siloam Springs, he found his passion for Little Rock, getting a degree at UALR. And now he sees his job as reimbursement.
Be able to, I guess you could say, repay those people that, you know, always helped me out throughout college and first coming here and everything, and just be able to, like, repay them.
You've heard of them, or you're using them, like the injectable Humira for Crohn's disease.
Since 2011, it's had a price increase of 68%.
Or maybe the allergen injection, EpiPen.
We've experienced a 139% increase.
Or how about Xyrem for narcolepsy? It spiked 116% in 5 years. All of these adding up quickly and often.
We see some manufacturers raising their prices 2 times a year or 3 times a year.
These price spikes consistent nationwide. And behind it all, the drug companies.
Internally, we tend to chalk that up to greed.
Simply because they can.
Yeah, prescription drug price inflation is that simple, says Scott Pace, the CEO of Arkansas Pharmacists Board.
Not because there's an increase in demand, not because there's a raw material shortage, but simply because Valiant could get away with charging more for their product.
Dr. Dwight Davis of UAMS researches the price trends. He's seen the highest growth over the last 10 years.
Most of the increase was driven by average claim cost. And so that tells us that we've seen significant increase in the drug cost itself.
Whoa, wait, what's average claim cost? I get it. It's confusing. Let's break down how average claim costs makes your medicine so expensive. When you go to the pharmacy to pick up your prescription, the pharmacist writes a claim to your insurance. That claim determines how much the insurance company is going to pay and how much you pay. Let's say I have a high deductible. I'm going to feel the effects immediately right here at the pharmacy counter, paying entirely out of pocket. But if I pay copays, I keep paying the same flat rate every time while my insurance company picks up the higher costs. Sounds nice, right? But I'll start getting hit once my insurance company decides to raise my copay to help with the total cost. Either way, we pay because it's legal.
There are no regulations that we're aware of that govern how often price increases can be taken.
And the FDA does not have control over them either.
We have a Food and Drug Administration that regulates the safety and efficacy of products, but not any agency that governs the pricing of those products.
Health insurance companies now stuck, unable to make their patients' health a top priority.
Many families have to choose between food and drugs, and that's really it's a difficult place to be as a healthcare provider because you want to help them every way you can, and it's not always possible.
Leaving families to fight their illness all on their own.
We would have sold the house, all the furnishings in it, all my wife's jewelry, and we couldn't have afforded the medicine.
That's Doyle Burkfelt of Batesville. He could not afford the drug Harvoni, the only cure for his wife's illness. In the second part of a three-part investigation tomorrow night, Winnie Wright will introduce us to this family and their struggle to afford a life-saving drug.
This video went viral in a matter of hours, acquiring almost 300,000 views on YouTube, and even getting acknowledgement from the song's original artist, Pharrell Williams, on social media.
I had to double check and make sure it was the official Pharrell account.
But to the man behind the music, this hobby isn't a ploy to get noticed.
Boredom, I think.
Newbie wanted to have some fun, but along the way acquired an online following,
The response was unexpected and very humbling.
which inspired him to want to make more videos for his fans.
I actually had a couple people write me letters.
So we decided to put Dan to the test and see if he could take the everyday sounds of the THV 11 newsroom, like the pour of a cup of coffee, and make that into a song.
Okay.
Newbie came to the THV 11 studio on a hunt for natural sound
3, 2, 1, right tone and key.
in our workplace.
Basically run through the building
Rap, rap,
and collect sounds.
and capturing the true noise
THV 11 News
takes a creative eye, patience, and many parts.
After setting the mic and making sure I get the best possible sound, I start recording.
He uses a field recorder to test sound quality and clarity.
Make sure to get a very loud sound, something that I can use and cut and edit or play with.
To shape the sound into a beat that he can use.
And then let the person have some fun, clap and dance.
Of course, you can count on meteorologist Tom Brannon to do just that.
Boom.
And while Newbie records the fun, he's having fun.
I'm just happy that I'm able to, make someone's day or make someone smile and make something that people can share and have fun with online.
For Newbie, it's not about the fame, so he keeps a low profile.
What do your coworkers think of all this?
They actually don't know.
But I guess the cat's out of the bag now.
So, hey Sean, hey Catherine.
Newbie is far from home, coming to Arkansas all the way from Congo, Africa.
Yeah, I love this place. It's kind of my home now.
He certainly left his mark, a musical mark.
This is home.
Marielle Mohs reporting. Now, again, this is just a hobby for Dan Newbie. He now has a full-time job at Axiom after earning a degree in computer science and business from UCA.
So, as you just heard, we asked Dan to prove his talents by using natural sound in the newsroom to create our own TV11 anthem, This Is Home. Well, here's what he came up with.
There are many noises you can hear in an office, but even more noises that you can hear in a newsroom.
TV11 News.
3, 2, 1, rolling.
Rap, rap. TV11 News.